Zen Guide to Saying No When You're a People Pleaser. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "The most important thing is to do what is right." In this context, saying no when you're genuinely overwhelmed isn't about being unkind. It's an act of right action. It honors your own needs and prevents the quiet buildup of resentment, allowing for more authentic and sustainable relationships. It's an act of profound self-compassion, a loving kindness directed inwards. Think of it like this: if your closest friend was utterly exhausted and overwhelmed, would you encourage them to take on more? Or would you gently suggest they rest? Offer yourself that same compassionate understanding. So, how can we practice this? Start small. The peace that comes from living in alignment with your authentic self, rather than constantly chasing external approval, is a deep, abiding calm. It's a peace that quiets the restless mind, allowing your nervous system to truly relax at night. When your relationships are built on respect for your limits, they become stronger, more honest, and far less draining. You begin to attract people who cherish your boundaries, and you learn to let go of the need to please everyone. How was your day? Do you have any worries or concerns? I hope you are strong and safe no matter what happens. We are in this together. Don't hesitate to share them in the comments so I can listen and understand you better. Did you know that writing down your worries is a simple and easy way to let them go? In tonight's journey, before we begin, a gentle note: this isn't just a video, it's a space. A quiet space where you are allowed to pause, to breathe, to let go. There will be moments of silence woven into this journey. No voice, no words, only soft music and your breath. These are not empty spaces. They are part of the meditation. Moments for your mind to rest, for your heart to soften. Let them hold you, not rush you. And as we near the end, you'll notice the sound gently fading, easing you into deep sleep. Without effort, if you are still here, fully present until the last breath of this journey, you'll receive a small gift, a simple bedtime practice, not just to help you sleep, but to slowly, gently transform how you live. Let us begin now, together, in gentle. 1. The quiet burden of always saying yes. Welcome, dear friend, to a space designed for your gentle unwinding, for the quieting of your spirit, and for the path to a truly Zen deep sleep. Tonight, we're going to talk about something many of us carry, often unknowingly: the quiet burden of always saying yes. You know that feeling, don't you? The polite nod when someone asks for another favor, the quick agreement to an extra task at work, even when your plate is already overflowing. It feels good in the moment, doesn't it? That fleeting sense of being helpful, of being valued. But beneath that brief warmth, a tiny seed of exhaustion, or perhaps even resentment, begins to sprout. In America, we're often raised with a beautiful, yet sometimes challenging, ideal: to be agreeable, to be a team player, to be nice. We see it in our families, at our jobs, even in the endless scroll of social media where everyone seems to be effortlessly doing it all, thriving, and always saying yes. This hustle culture, This unspoken pressure to always be productive, available, and conflict-averse can subtly erode our personal boundaries. We strive for connection, for success, but often, the path of constant accommodation leads us further from our true selves. And paradoxically, from the very peace we crave for calm nights and deep sleep. Think of Sarah, a loving mother and dedicated professional, who found herself agreeing to bake cupcakes for the school fundraiser, volunteer for the PTA, and take on a new project at work, all in the same week. Each, yes, felt like a small act of kindness. But by Friday night, she was utterly depleted, her mind racing, unable to settle into the Zen deep sleep relaxation she desperately needed. Her body ached, and her spirit felt heavy. From a Zen perspective, this constant, yes, is often fueled by a deep-seated attachment. Attachment to approval, to being seen as good or indispensable, or perhaps a fear of rejection or abandonment. We cling to these external validations, believing they will bring us lasting happiness. But as Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh often reminded us, clinging is a source of suffering. This pursuit of endless external approval is ultimately unsatisfying because, just like clouds passing in the sky, external perceptions are impermanent. They shift, they change, and when we base our worth on them, we set ourselves up for an endless cycle of striving and eventual exhaustion. The hidden costs are profound: burnout, resentment simmering just beneath the surface, a subtle loss of who we truly are, and most importantly for our journey tonight, sacrificed sleep and well-being. When we say yes to everyone else, we are, in essence, saying no to our own health, our own rest, and our own inner peace. Your journey to deep sleep and emotional healing begins with gently recognizing these patterns, allowing yourself to feel that quiet burden, and knowing that you are not alone in carrying it. 2. Cultivating your inner garden, the gentle art of mindful boundaries. As we drift deeper into this space of Zen deep sleep relaxation, let's turn our attention from the why to the how. For many of us, the very idea of saying no can feel uncomfortable, even selfish. We've been taught to be helpful, to contribute, and self-care often feels like an indulgence, something we do after everything else is done. But what if we reframed it? What if self-care, and the mindful setting of boundaries, isn't selfish at all, but a fundamental act of wisdom? It's about protecting the very energy and peace you need to truly thrive, to genuinely connect with others, and to finally achieve that restorative deep sleep your body and mind crave. Imagine a beautiful garden. If you constantly pull weeds, plant new seeds, and water every single flower without ever resting, without ever pruning or protecting it, that garden will eventually wither. Your inner world is just as precious. From a Zen perspective, the journey to setting boundaries begins not with a forceful declaration, but with mindful awareness, with sati. Before you can articulate a no, you must first become profoundly aware of your own internal landscape, your energy levels, your true desires, where your limits truly lie. This isn't about being rigid, it's about being deeply honest with yourself. When a request comes your way, resist the immediate, automatic yes. Instead, gift yourself the power of the pause. Take a soft, gentle breath. Feel your body. Does it tense up? Does your heart sink a little? That sensation, that subtle internal signal, is your wisdom speaking. It's your body and mind gently letting you know what they can or cannot authentically take on without depleting your vital resources for calm. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "The most important thing is to do what is right." In this context, saying no when you're genuinely overwhelmed isn't about being unkind. It's an act of right action. It honors your own needs and prevents the quiet buildup of resentment, allowing for more authentic and sustainable relationships. It's an act of profound self-compassion, a loving kindness directed inwards. Think of it like this. If your closest friend was utterly exhausted and overwhelmed, would you encourage them to take on more? Or would you gently suggest they rest? Offer yourself that same compassionate understanding. So, how can we practice this? Start small. When someone asks for something you're hesitant about, try a gentle phrase like, "Thank you for thinking of me. Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This buys you time to genuinely assess. Or, try a simple, clear, "I appreciate you asking, but I can't take that on right now." There's no need for elaborate excuses. This mindful approach, this gentle carving out of space for yourself, directly impacts your sleep. When you honor your boundaries, you reduce the mental clutter, the anxiety, and the restless thoughts that often keep you awake. Your mind can finally quiet down, settling into a tranquil state that invites truly deep sleep. It's in this protected space that profound emotional healing can begin to unfold. Three, the path of authentic connection, saying no as an act of true love. As the evening deepens and you settle further into this space of Zen deep sleep relaxation, let's consider something truly profound. When we learn to say no with intention, we aren't shutting others out. In fact, we're opening the door to more authentic, more profound connections. In American culture, we often equate constant availability with kindness, and a relentless yes with love. But think about it as a yes born of exhaustion, obligation, or even resentment. Truly kind? Is it truly loving? Zen reminds us that true compassion begins with ourselves. When you are depleted, when your well is dry from constantly pouring yourself out, what truly meaningful contribution can you offer? Instead, imagine that each no you utter, rooted in self-awareness, is an act of integrity. It's a yes to your own well-being, which in turn allows you to offer a genuine, heartfelt yes when it truly matters. When you protect your energy, You're not only taking care of yourself, but you're also modeling healthy boundaries for others. You implicitly give them permission to honor their own limits. Consider the profound wisdom of interconnectedness. A core Zen teaching: our well-being isn't separate from the well-being of those around us. When we are rested, calm, and resourced, we have so much more to give from a place of genuine desire, not obligation. As the great Zen master Dogen taught, when you find your way, you will find the way for others. By finding your way to healthy boundaries, you illuminate the path for those in your life. This journey transforms not just your interactions but your inner landscape, paving the way for consistent deep sleep and true emotional healing. The peace that comes from living in alignment with your authentic self, rather than constantly chasing external approval, is a deep, abiding calm. It's a peace that quiets the restless mind, allowing your nervous system to truly relax at night. When your relationships are built on respect for your limits, they become stronger, more honest, and far less draining. You begin to attract people who cherish your boundaries, and you learn to let go of the need to please everyone. This reduction in emotional turbulence, this feeling of security and acceptance, is incredibly potent for healing old wounds and allowing for deeper, more restorative rest. Tonight, as you prepare for Zen deep sleep music to guide you, remember that embracing your own precious limits is not a flaw, it is a profound act of self-love, allowing you to finally rest, truly heal, and emerge each morning with a quiet strength that emanates from within. As we gently close this session, I sincerely hope this time has offered you a comforting pause, a moment to reflect, and a sense of growing peace. If you're yearning for continued inner growth, a more balanced life, and the consistent gift of deep sleep, please consider subscribing to our channel, Buddhism in You. Your presence here means the world to us. If you are still here, at the end of this video, here is your reward. Regular practice will help you transform your own life for the better. This isn't just theory, it's a living practice. We have so many ways to support your journey to calm and Zen deep sleep relaxation. If you're looking for a continuous stream of tranquility, a seamless flow of wisdom that can last from 1 to 3 hours or even longer, simply visit our playlists on the channel. There, you'll find curated collections designed to accompany you through the night, without interruption. Or, if you prefer a shorter, more focused dose of peace, like this very video, our individual uploads are perfect for a 15 to 30-minute calming session. There are always choices for you here at Buddhism in You. We deeply value your thoughts and feelings. Please share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Your beautiful and profound reflections help our community grow and flourish. Do not hesitate to give us suggestions so we can bring you more great spiritual products. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow night, here. Your nightly practice, the boundary breath. Before you close your eyes tonight, let's practice a simple yet powerful exercise that brings these principles into your body, guiding you towards deep sleep and inner peace. Find your space. Settle into your bed, feeling the support beneath you. Allow your body to become heavy, relaxed. Recall a yes Gently bring to mind one small instance from your day where you said, yes, when your heart truly wanted to say, no. Don't judge it, just observe it. Maybe it was an extra task, a social invitation, or simply agreeing to something you weren't truly aligned with. The inhale of acceptance. As you inhale slowly and deeply, imagine you are breathing in full acceptance of that moment. Without judgment, breathe in compassion for yourself, for simply being human. Feel this breath filling your entire being. The exhale of release. As you exhale, imagine you are gently releasing the tension, the slight resentment, or the feeling of overwhelm that came with that yes. Visualize it leaving your body like a wisp of smoke, dissolving into the air. With each exhale, consciously whisper or think the word release. The inhale of no, now. For your next inhale, imagine breathing in the quiet strength to say no when it truly honors your well-being. Feel that inner fortitude, that sense of self-respect, filling your lungs. As you inhale, whisper or think the word strength. The exhale of peace, and as you exhale, breathe out a deep sense of peace, knowing that setting boundaries is an act of self-care, an act of love. Feel this peace spreading through your body, relaxing every muscle, calming your mind, preparing you for Zen deep sleep. As you exhale, whisper or think the word peace. Continue this gentle, boundary breath for 5 to 10 minutes, or until you feel a profound sense of calm. Allow the rhythm of your breath to lull you into deep relaxation, knowing that each mindful no you set in your waking hours creates more space for genuine peace and restorative sleep in your nights.